Kia ora koutou katoa. Hello, this is Lesley Ormsby, psychic medium, healer, spiritual teacher, mentor, advisor, and many other things that with spiritually wise that I work with. So I just got me to take a little swallow there, because sometimes there's somebody with spirit. Sometimes what happens with me is I know when spirit are around me and someone's working through me. I will stop and take a swallow, or a breath, basically. So they're getting me to take a swallow. So you may be sensing that yourself at the moment, or recently, feeling like you've got to swallow, okay, or take a breath. And it's maybe something to do with when I'm saying swallowing, also speaking your truth, allowing yourself to say what it is that you need to say to certain people, to certain groups or certain organizations. So it's like creatively expressing yourself, to put it in a nice way. And they're saying, and they're saying putting it in a nice way, because even though some of the situations where that some of you may be finding yourselves in, I'm hearing the word tactful, and not and being more tactful, less what are they here? Less okay. Because this is maybe a bit tricky for you to think about some new words to use other than the words that you have been using. So colourful words, they're calling it. So it's kind of like, it's not falling into the game of the person or the people that you may be working with, or speaking to, or speaking with, or whatever it is that you're working with. So on at the moment, so in your life. So some of it could be family and relatives, some of it could be, for some of you, it could be, work things or business, work things as in career, and speaking up and saying, like, actually, I'm not happy with this, or or actually telling your boss that you're going to be leaving, and handing in your notice. It's highly likely you will not be coming back. So, and I'm just, getting, brushing my eye there in the corner of my eye. So for some of you, there's maybe that a little bit emotional to do that, and feeling a little bit emotional to do that, because you may be thinking, like once upon a time you would have loved where you worked, but it's like you've outgrown the space and the energy, and your life is changing. So it's about moving and changing with your life. And sometimes we just do these things. Some of you, it's like, I feel like you're literally getting kicked out anyway. So some of you maybe is in, or not so much fired, but getting fired, or letting go of, because of the lack of consistency with work, and constant, your consistency, the word, and constant as well. They're using those words to explain some of your situation. And others, there may be something like a redundancy, or almost like that redundancy, where there's work not available. Okay, so it's like, okay, and I'm not going to be doing that anymore. So that could be like seasonal work or something for some of you, but I'm not going to be over it, wanting to find something more full-time, or more that's going to be, so you are going to be able to earn a consistent amount of money or wages, income, that's, long term. Anyway, I need to just go back to the beginning. So anyway, I've introduced myself. So if you resonate with these readings, please, or these messages, actually, they're actually calling it like a story now, and or messages, not so much readings anymore. So if these intuitive guidance messages that are coming through resonate with you, I invite you to give me a thumbs up if it resonates. If it doesn't, well, there are others out there that do the same sort of thing, that they may have a message there that more resonates with you in the situation that you're in. So obviously these are general reads, and I'm not going to be able to tap into every single person because we all have some different things that are going on in our lives. So the other thing is, I'm a psychic medium, intuitive reader, and healer. I don't use the tarot at the moment, Spirit is saying. So, but what I do use obviously my mediumship. And I do use, a variety of oracle cards to help bring through the messages for you. The other thing is, these messages that are coming through will, for either your sun, moon, rising, or ascending. That's the other term they use for rising, or Venus signs energy. Okay, so so just whatever, like I say, resonates. Just take what does and leave what doesn't. So the other thing, these may be, the story that comes it's kind of it's timeless, these readings. So somebody out there, you may actually not be a Taurus, or Taurian. So it may be that you just click onto this page and then it's like, hey, and listen to it and it resonates with you. So that's okay. If it does, it does. So it's not, it's just go with that flow. It's like you clicked on here for a reason, to hear something, and you got the message. Okay. Also, the other side of it is that it may be something that you have encountered, a couple of weeks ago, a month ago, and some of you may be right in it now, or some of you it may be coming up. Okay, so these messages that are coming through are for the star sign or horoscope sign of Taurus, and they are from mid-December. So today is the 13th of December 2019 through to mid-January. So probably around about the 14th or the 15th of January, I'll have hopefully have all the reads out, all the star signs out for you for mid. And I may even get a chance to do at the beginning of January, so get that light out for the whole month. So we'll see how we go. So there may be something like, even going back into the reading now, there may be something for you that's going on at the moment that is like this planning and getting something out. So it's been like midstream. So if we're actually in a full moon now. So the full energy of the full moon for December was yesterday, the 12th of December. So you may actually be feeling that energy at the moment, maybe like throwing you about a little bit for some of you, and some of you it's actually calmed you to the point where it's like, wow, I just, even though there's this inner turmoil or this inner stress that you've like managed to park up, they're saying to allow yourself to let it out, so you don't create something going on in a physical way in your body. Okay, so it's about resting, getting some sleep in, and not, and like getting yourself organized, for the children, for yourself, for your husband, partner, for the family, basically. Getting yourself organized for you, so you're not getting stressed. Okay, so it may mean that it may mean that you're having to get others to pick up the slack, or their slack, to help you out to get to where you need to get to in your energy levels. Whether you're the male partner or the female partner, it's up to you. It's up to you to decide that. Okay, to decide what you're going to do. Either whether going that, to decide what you're going to do about looking after yourself. Okay, sometimes the other partner might just get rubbed up the wrong way, but that's their stuff. Unfortunately, sometimes we have to I'm hearing rock the boat a bit, in order to get to where we want, because they've got too busy being you're getting used to what you do. And so it's about sharing the load, sharing and finding that balance between for the both of you. Okay, so and taking the emotion out of it, because I'm just like waving my eyes again, and taking the emotion out of it and not getting caught up in it, okay, or allowing yourself to get caught up in it or creating it as well. So, yeah, cool. So this interesting because this little crystal book keeps coming out. So it may be that you may be looking at, like getting into like crystals or looking into more your spiritual side for some of you. And you may have had some things that have come up like, spirit, visiting, or just your intuition, might be increasingly on the button, spot on about what you're thinking, feeling, and or actually about what you're thinking too. Watch what you're thinking, because it could quite quickly manifest into something. Okay, so and you'll see evidence of that. So. And I think some of you will have. So it's about making sure that you've got your energy right for you and the way that you are thinking and being in your life. So staying in that love vibration is, obviously all the time, but as much as possible. We all have some things that kind of sometimes trip us up. But it's just to like wake us up. It's just like checking in. I guess Spirit's way of good way of putting it. Okay. Aurora. Now, I've opened this book up and it's come to Aurora. Now, they're showing me the Aurora light. So, at the moment, and I'm hearing and I'm seeing like rainbow. So, some of you maybe, like embracing those rainbow color energies and balancing them out. So, that is leading me towards like the chakras. There are 7 main chakra energy points, spiritual energy portals or points in our body that run from the top of our head right down to third eye, our eyes, third eye there, and our ears are other, throat. And so the ears is something, that's something, that's an 8th one, you could say, another one that's not in the main 7. So I'll start again. Crown chakra, third eye, throat chakra, heart chakra, solar plexus, in the cross around the hips is the sacral chakra, and the the ground chakra is, or the grounding chakra, or the root chakra. Gosh, I'm getting ahead of myself, and quite keen to get moving. So in the root chakra, or the base chakra, sits in our tailbone, and like I say, I'll just go back one to the sacral chakras in our where our sacrum is across that part, okay? So some of you might identify it better if I said it that way. So maybe have a read up about that, or maybe talk about that in another video more. And but it's about basically it's about balancing your energy, okay? Bringing your energy back to you, having a feel around, and whether it is and then clearing it all out. What serves you for your highest good, and what is for your higher purpose, that you do not need. Okay, this has been so they're kind of going a little bit deeper now for some of yous, with that, as having a really good clean out, a really good little purge, and balancing your energy, okay, coming back into alignment with you, okay, which means, for you, some of you, it's about speaking your truth, expressing your energy. It could be that you're just really like, you're doing something like this, is expressing and sharing, giving a speech of some sort as well. It doesn't mean to say, like when we talk about these things, that it has to be something like really sad or bad, or like that. It could be that you're the one that's giving a wedding speech, or you are the one that's giving a the Christmas dinner speech, or something like that. It's but it's and you may be feeling a little bit nervous about it, or some of you are pretty okay with it, but they're just maybe like just thinking about what you're going to say. In those sorts of circumstances, okay. So they've been really like, normally I can talk really, really, really quickly, but they've been really, this energy with this full moon is really, like with a lot of star signs, is really like putting us in this like holding space, I call it, the space where we're in a, oh gosh, in a bubble, like, or in a void where there is, it's, everything is like okay, but knowing that things aren't necessarily okay, but there's this place, a space inside of you, or that where you're at, and inside of that, it's almost like the other word they're using is like a worm. That's, you feeling comfortable about where things are, where you are in your life, even though there are things that are happening outside of this energy place where you are. They're holding you in that space, okay? Spirit are holding you in that space. I feel like a lot of you are really feeling that now, and it's like just like cruising along, okay? Cruising along. Keep in that space, okay? Gosh, I haven't got a card out yet. So anyway, I'm going to shuffle these cards here, so it might come a little bit more apparent and get a little bit more information and or confirmation about what I've just said. Because, yeah, 99.9% of the time that does happen, and then something new pops in as well. So, and that's interesting. It's something new, and then I say that something new is popping in this year for Christmas for a lot of yous. There may be an opportunity to take a short holiday, or break away from home with the family, or even just with yourself. If you're by yourself, doing something out of the norm. So yeah, it's like, okay, just going with the flow of that. Okay, so anyway, I'm just going to get a shuffle. So, I was just about to say, what have we got for a tourist here today? So there may be a Gemini in your life, because I was just about to say Gemini, who is Gemini or Geminis in your life who is around you, that you are able to call on or call in on and ask for some help about some spiritual things is what I'm hearing. But also there is more, there's something to do with a project or projects as well. So it may be that you get more involved with your spirituality in the next couple of months, in the next couple of weeks actually, because I feel like there's going to be some changes as this new moon comes in. Now see, look, this is like half the deck. I've just dropped the other half of the deck. So now I'm just going to pick them all up. And these were the ones that turned over. So I'm not going to look at those. But these three here, I am going to look at, because those are the only three that were laid down, face down. So I'm just going to have a look at those for you. So, and put those aside. So the first card out that I drew is unfolding. That this one was the first card that actually fell out. Unfolding out, turned up, out, upside down for me. So something is unfolded. So there's something that is being blocked that's not unfolding, or you're seeing it as not unfolding. Okay. So for some of you, yes, something is physically not unfolding for you. But there is something that is, okay, there is something that's unfolding, but it's like there's a block there, or there's been some distraction there, and that you're not focusing on on moving forward with something, so therefore it's not unfolding. Okay, so they're just saying to you to, like, it's like switching your perception around about what it is the block is, what you think the block is, because whatever you think the block is not the block. Okay, no, it's not the block. There's something else. So a lot of it is about your perception about something that's going on around you, or some things, or someone. So have a look at that something or someone, because the block is ourselves, about, and to do with our perception, or not taking action with something, or not, through our perception, or procrastination, with a project or projects that you've got in mind to get up and running, or a change of a career, and that it's like things are getting really stale, and you've felt it for quite a while, but there seems to be a block. So I do feel like some of you have been applying for work or jobs, different jobs, but it's like there seems to be a block or why you're not getting these particular jobs that you probably, I want to say the word should or could have got, but for some of you there's this unfolding, so something is unfolding, and for some of you it's like, yep, there is a definite, somebody is putting a block up. There's for others of you, it is yourself. Okay, I think you'll know who you are with either of those ways. So something is definitely unfolding, so let it unfold. Okay. For those of you who are, with the category or the category or the explanation where I explain where somebody is actually like putting the block there, it's like, yes, they are, but they will be removed. Okay, they will be removed. Okay, so here, this one is charity. Charity. And it's this cow, and charity is the number 4, 33. So this one is upside down as well. So there's some of you may be like feeling a little bit blocked as in giving or allowing yourself to give. And I just feel like two people, two situations to close. And it's not just about the money thing. It's about like you're tired and there's a whole lot of things going on, and there's certain people that could probably do with your assistance, but you're not letting them in for some reason because of blah, blah, blah. So this is about really like looking at yourself, okay, and why. Because I feel like in the past too, it's like you've given a lot of your energy, which is part of the reason why you haven't, or you're not really wanting to to give out too much energy, because you've done it before and it's like all you've got is burnt or got slapped in the face, or got the hand, talk to the hand. Sorry, I would go like that, talk to the hand, or a backhand. It's like, or whatever it is. It's like it's slapped, So it's got been pushed back. So it's like, okay, I'm over it, done. So now it's time actually, because of there's been some extenuating circumstances that have happened that you are probably needing, some of you, not all of you, needing to help them out in some way or form. And maybe just not so much giving money or anything like that, or furniture or whatever it is. For some of you it will be, but it's just time, energy, understanding, a listening ear, because sometimes it takes a few times until we get it, and you know that yourself. So been there, done that one myself, and I dare say some of you have been there, done that yourself. So now it's about softening the heart. So this unfolding here in this card, I've turned it up the right way, is the infinity sign, if you have a think about it, because it's got the number 8, and it's number 8 in the deck. So, I mean, there's this beautiful, beautiful rainbow there with it as well. But 8 is like the infinity sign. So the infinity sign, it goes around into that figure 8 and comes back. So there's been a journey within this. Okay, there's been a journey. So the figure 8 or infinity sign is really about knowing yourself as the infinite being. Okay, within all areas of your life, as in being, that person or that being, and you knowing that you can bring in whatever it is or be whoever it is that you want, whether it be, financially, it's in money, finance, business, whatever it is that, there's that grounding as well they're talking about, keeping yourself grounded. Oh gosh, so it's also about knowing yourself. This is it's a big study about yourself, really. Life is a big study about ourselves. So, but it's knowing yourself as the infinite being, basically, that you are infinite. And here's your thing, your thingy here, the cow, the thingy. So some of you maybe thinking actually, because 3 is to do with, balance. So this is what we talked about before, about balancing your energy to get to this place here. So there's maybe some blockages with these things that are been going on, to getting to learn yourself as, you know, the one, the whole being, you know, and that. So when we like that, like I say, we have more, and there was more authenticness of ourselves coming through. Things seem to roll a lot better, don't they? There will be pockets of time when you, or long spans of time for some of you, that you will have, you'll know that, and then sometimes something happens and we get thrown off track from ourselves. So harmony. So they're talking about a lot more harmony coming your way in this next month. So like I say, this is like from mid-December, from now into mid-January. So, you know, even though there's a lot of Christmas, New Year's things on, you know, some people can get, you know, a little bit manic and go a bit crazy. Just stay calm, cool, calm, cucumber. Things will just, you know, fold out. And I'm feeling myself moving around, shuffling. So it's about adjusting yourself, okay? Adjusting. You may need to be, and you may find yourself adjusting yourself, adjusting your energy, adjusting and repositioning yourself as well. So that's been coming up a lot with pretty much all the reads in the last couple of days. So, and here, this one here is a dolphin, and I want to stay connected to the whales. So there's unity in here. So the dolphins travel in a pack, you know, or in a pod. I'm not sure they're in the pod. I was going to just say pack, like pack of wolves, but same sort of thing. And I actually, so there's and I'm just seeing like fours in there, 44. So you've got, you know, got some double numbers in there. 44 is about security, foundation, stability, you know. And when we're grounded in our knowing and our being, like with this number 8 of who we are, things start to, you know, start to turn and roll. But unity here, I feel like there's some sort of family unit. There's something coming to into unity. There seems to be like a union or a unity of people coming together. And it's not just about Christmas. Yes, there's Christmas, and yes, there's New Year's celebrations, but it's bigger than that, okay? It's like the energy is, there's more feeling, like there's more unity, more expansion, more, you know, growth within a group of people, or a whānau unit, or whatever it is for you, or work unit, camaraderie, friends and things like that, whatever it is. Something is growing and expanding, and it's really beautiful. For you, for everyone. But they're talking about you being the leader and leading the way, because some people are not. And in certain ways, it's all about you picking yourself up and taking up that leadership role. So you may have put it down for a little bit because you've been you know, like really working hard, you know, focused on the children and making sure that you're getting all that side of things done, and, you know, and the partner, the husband, and that sort of thing, and everybody. But you've kind of like, now it's time. Yep, I don't have to be so pedantic. So I can, like, you know, or I could just hit rest and breathe. So it's really nice. And look at this card. This card, we just talked about unity and family, and this card fell out. Happy family. So there's, you know, and there's a rainbow in that picture, and that's connected to the number 4 as well. So there seems to be, you know, a lot of security. That spirit are telling you there's a lot of security you've built. You've worked hard to build that security, not just financial security, but it's there, and it's coming too, because there's new jobs, new way of thinking, new being, new projects, new opportunities coming up in this new year, because you've done it. You've done it, the hard yards. Now, the garden and the gate is the next card that's fallen out. So, and it's just, to me, the garden is like, look at it. In the background, there's the fields, and there are, you know, some of them look to be, you know, it's ploughed, but there's some of them it's golden. And the way back, looks like there's corn or maize in the sun there. In the background, way back there's some sort of, you know, something in there that's being ready to be, that's planted. I feel like it's like midway there, but you've planted the seeds and they're growing. There's a fresh paddock there that's been ploughed up, ready to plant some more. That's closer to you. But there are these beautiful bushes and garden and flower in there. So, and there's some there that you've actually harvested, you know. So you've covered all your steps, haven't you? Everything is working along. You've done the hard yards, is what they're trying to say. But there's definitely something new there in the horizon, and that's coming up for you in this new year. And you're probably like maybe finding out about some good news for some of you, about a new job or a new house, a loan for a house or something like that, or renovations or a trip, something new to do with money. So threes come up again in that one. So once again, it's about finding that balance, and 0 is the God force energy. So calling in on that, you know, that higher energy, higher power that is within you as well. You've talked to God, a lot of you, or whoever it is that you aspire to, and it's like you've done the hard yards and you've found the balance in some ways to get to where you need to be. And it's about now keeping that balance, and, you know, zhuzhing up other parts, you know, like getting yourself organized in other areas of your life, not just the work and just making the ends meet and just, you know, filling in the gaps. And that, but it's now to like get some more organization done in the home, within the self, to keep going, like, because I do feel like it's going to get a little bit more amped up. So being more organized. So this one here is upside down, but it has the healer of the ages. So look at who's there. We were just talking about God and Jesus. Well, I was in my head. Anyway, so there's the healer in you. So he's there. So there's 51 he's 50, number 51 in the deck. So 1 is like about new beginnings. So he's like working with you. Should you choose to let him in, it's of course it's all free will. And number 5 is about energy. So there's a lot of healing energy that is around you. So embrace it. Embrace it as you right now, as you're moving through this holiday season, this Christmas season, and into the new year. Okay, bring it and embrace it. Let them in there. So, you know, and have a wonderful Christmas with it. So, anyway, I've just been cut short now, so that's it. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there now. So I hope the storyline works with you, and for you, and you understand it and utilize the energy of the Christ energy and the God energy as much as you can, because they are there. Anyway, I'm going to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year celebrations. Keep safe, stay safe, drive safe, and holiday safe. Until then, I'll see you. When I see you. Bye for now.